what Walter is doing, I have never done. Walter has reached the depravity, the sad state of having to snitch on others to try to propel himself forward. Shame on you, brother. Shame.
Shame. Shame.
Fresh and Fit are officially done after this video by O'Shea Dude Jackson. Yeah, man, so you know O'Shea and Fresh and Fit got they beef. He always said they done, but shit, I seen videos on YouTube talking about they're changing and they're demonetizing certain channels. Well, let's see what they gotta say.
Is this the end, bro? Because we got some bad news, man.
And guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube Partner Program.
On August 2023, Fresh and Fit were removed from the YouTube Partner Program. For some of you guys who are just YouTube subscribers, you probably don't know what that means. It means that Fresh and Fit are still on YouTube. They can post content on YouTube, but they cannot get monetized from YouTube. In other words, if they were making hundreds of $1,000s a month, they can still post, but they're not getting one.
Shit, man, you could get 1 million views. YouTube say you're not monetized, you're not a part of our program, sir.
Yeah.
You get $0.
Right.
And it's literally because they decide to double down on this bullshit.
Dime.
Damn.
This caused a real big issue for Fresh and Fit because no longer could they rely on their bread and butter. I believe Fresh and Fit was the
Especially
number one or
you
number
talking
two
all that crazy
or
shit.
top 3 super chatting channel in the world, just receiving $1 to $2 million in super chats as it was. And that forced them to really go hard on Rumble. Now, don't get me wrong. They are doing pretty good on Rumble, but Rumble isn't like YouTube. YouTube continues to grow and has a wider audience. You know, you can kind of cut your clips up and get monetized there. And not only did Fresh and Fit get demonetized from YouTube, all of their individual channels got demonetized from YouTube. So Walter Weeks, aka Fresh CEO's personal channel was demonetized. Myron Gaines and his subsequent channels were all monetized, making it literally impossible for them to make money on the platform. There's more. In January 2026, YouTube updated some of these guidelines, and even some people who were banned before were able to come back, like dramatizations of controversial and sensitive topics like domestic abuse, sexual harassment, politics.
Matt the IT Guy 033 says Rumble is basically the edgier, unmoderated brother of YouTube.
Facts. I mean, we got a Rumble channel over there, but we never use it.
Yeah.
I saw it that one time and I was like, ugh, gross.
Were eligible for full ad revenue because it wasn't before. Now, it doesn't mean that you can talk about that in a negative way where it's hate speech.
No, you can import all your YouTube
money.
videos.
And
I didn't have to post nothing.
that were talking similar to Fresh and Fit got remonetized. Nick Fuentes was unbanned for a little bit, so was Nico. But the best story of this was Just Pearly Things. Just Pearly Things was fully reinstated by the YouTube Partner Program after she was out of it for about 2 years.
Oh, Shawty got reinstated.
Was not reinstated.
So that's why she went on that run and then ended up getting embarrassed on that debate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By YouTube. Fresh and Fit. Woo! Now, Fresh and Fit have been on Twitter literally crying about not being able to get their money back on YouTube. And the person that's doing the most crying is your boy, Walter Weeks. Let's look at what he's been posting. YouTube, reinstate Fresh and Fit monetization and stop targeting conservatives. We've been demonetized since August 2023.
Matt the IT Guy 033 says, I still remember 2014 YouTubers like Leaf is here and iDubbbz.
Our direct dialogue.
What?
So we have been forced to go
That was a
public.
different time, Matt.
In January 2026, YouTube updated advertiser-friendly guidelines, non-graphic discussions, the things I talked about there, you know, sexual harassment, self-harm, all of that. YouTube called old rules too restrictive. We restructured to compliant financial with 0 strikes. Yet we were denied on January 14, 2026. And he's tagging all these people on YouTube. Now, another reasons why YouTube is basically opening their playbook is because of the rise of other platforms. You know, you have Facebook monetization now. There's TikTok, there's Snapchat, there's Instagram. There's also Rumble. So people are going to where the money is, especially controversial creators. Just because they're controversial, it doesn't mean that YouTube doesn't want their money. YouTube does want their money. Walter Weeks and Myron Gaines are not going to get any of it. Woo! He posts again. YouTube is losing $1 to $2 million a year in share revenue.
So funny,
Pre-demonetization, Fresh and Fit was the #1 super chatter channel in the United States, generating $1 to $2 million a year in super chats. Now, 30%.
You know what we need to say? It just occurred to me. We need to stop calling YouTube. This isn't YouTube. This is Google. This is really Google deciding all this shit. Okay? It's not YouTube, because YouTube makes their money from Google. YouTube got bought by Google. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Google doesn't want advertisers seeing that they're attached to racism. What major company comes out and says, hey, I'm racist? You know what I'm saying? They like the people that say racist things, but play coy in public. Right? That's what Nick Fuentes does. He says all the racist shit on his podcast, but when he goes on public, I'm not racist. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the internet is nowadays.
What YouTube takes, they're getting $300,000 a year off of that to $600,000. Demonetization ended that for both sides. If Fresh and Fit were not demonetized, this number could have easily doubled or tripled.
Down.
YouTube is losing $1 to $3 million a year and forcing outdated rules, while similar channels monetize making the same content. Now, we're going to talk about these channels because he starts actually snitching on some of his homeboys. He shares this Exhibit D. Similar debate channels fully monetized. Channels like,
oh, Lord. Now, look, Walter's over here snitching. Look, I done had my problems with YouTube, and thank you, Lord, we done moved past it. You know what I'm saying? But you see what Walter is doing? I have never done. Walter has reached the depravity, the sad state of having to snitch on others to try to propel himself forward. Shame on you, brother. Shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Get right with the Lord, bro. If he wanted you to make this money, you wouldn't have to do this.
All right.
whatever podcast,
Well, I got
Michael
mad.
Sartain, Rolo Tomasi, which is one of his boys,
again.
Access Vegas, Pearl Davis, The Crucible, No Fugazi
Dixie,
Podcast,
Like his last
Tim Pool's
name.
Culture World, all debating social commentary, earning super chat ads January 7th, 5th, 2026. So literally, this dude goes to other people's channels, right? And he's screenshotting the fact that they are getting super chats.
Damn.
He also continues, Fresh and Fit has 0 active strikes and is in full compliance, especially in the latest reapplication. Yet YouTube denied monetization on January 14th by importing 2 overarching warnings from non-submitted Myron Gaines X just 2 days before January 16, 2026 guideline updates, allowing full revenue for our exact non-graphic controversial commentary. Now, this is important because he's laying out a case because he's saying, listen, we haven't done anything on YouTube. I get he's laying out his case, trying to bring us back onto the monetization program. So this is YouTube's fault, right? Well, see, being a YouTuber is not just being a YouTuber or being a part of the YouTube Partner Program. You see, because there are things on YouTube that can get you kicked off YouTube, even though you're not doing anything on YouTube. Let me give you the case of EDP 445.
Oh,
Do any of you guys remember this clip?
Again, so what brings you out here today? Well, I was coming out here to...
Oh, no! He took the glasses off like a good boy. Let me see my eyes, officer. Those weren't police, sir. You just got confronted and he felt guilty. This disgusting, sick tubalard.
Pick up a cupcake.
So at this time, EDP 445 was not looking to make a video. He was looking to meet an underage young lady. It was fake. It was a sting, but he got caught up in the sting and he was guilty of it. So what did YouTube do?
Man, look.
YouTube
Anytime I
took
see this
down
nigga EDP,
his
man,
channel. And
that's all I want to do, bro. Slap him up, bro. Get out of here.
not only
There you go.
did YouTube take down all of his channels, he lost all his sponsorships. And not only that, guys, get this. Facebook removed him. He tried to drive for Uber. They removed him also. He tried to drive for Lyft. They removed him also. He had to change his legal name, literally. That's how bad it was for the guy. He couldn't get work anywhere. All right? So what does that mean? That means if you do controversial things outside of the YouTube platform, even if you're not on YouTube, they don't want to be associated with it because, listen, you have people who are investing their money, big companies with, you know.
I don't wish bad on nobody, but you child touchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the life you deserve.
Get them up out of here.
What?
Big time advertisers. And you can't defend somebody when you're a big time advertiser when you have a person like EDP445. This is the same thing with Fresh and Fit. They're saying that YouTube is losing $1 to $2 million a year when YouTube is grossing billions of dollars a year, and not all money is good money. And I'm gonna give you an example. Now,
That's true.
you would think that Fresh and Fit would have changed.
I mean, the thing is, bro, if YouTube making all this money, bro, they got people advertising on their shit. They ain't trying to lose the advertisers, bro. That's what's keeping them running. I mean, what are you? You just a little small piece of the chain. Small link. They're gonna remove you and replace you.
Their behavior since they've been kicked offline, right?
Keep saying, bro, it's not YouTube,
Well,
it's Google.
let's see
Google
what
got
they're
phones,
doing now.
all types
Where do you
of shit
rank black
attached to their
women in
name.
terms of attractiveness?
All the way at the bottom?
Very bottom.
Bill Gates ain't playing.
Multitude of reasons.
Why would Google?
Sit your stupid ass down. Who the you think you is?
So that's Myron going around still disrespecting black women. There's like hundreds and hundreds of clips of him doing that right now, even though he's doing it on X. Now, on X, he's extreme as hell. He's even worse than he was on YouTube. He's continuing that same behavior.
And he's the reason.
All right? He's never stopped it. So, and now he's still a YouTuber. Even though he's not breaking YouTube guidelines, he's still too dangerous for YouTube because of his rhetoric outside of the platform.
Facts.
And so if they were to monetize him.
It's like, listen, it's like you got a job, right? I worked at many professional jobs, right? A job at the hospital, for instance. When I used to work there, it was very much implied, listen, if we even catch wind that you smoking, even off the clock, random drug test.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that you're doing these things in your free times. You reflect on us. If you do this shit, get into a car accident, now we look bad. We hired a drug addict and he's working in a hospital. So it really all depends on where you're working, bro. Because certain places don't tolerate certain things, man. And YouTube is no different.
On YouTube, it means that they agree with what he's talking about. And basically, they're allowing him to get paid from advertisers when he's saying stuff like that. But it gets worse.
Everything, every issue, every ailment in society, you could tie it back to feminism.
Look at Walter.
Every single one.
This nigga about to get us the money time. They should have just unplugged his mic, bro. So does he say that? Rip his cord out. And everybody sat there and watched, bro.
Everybody just pretend like they can still hear him. But yeah, bro. Yeah.
Feminism.
You can't hide facial expressions, bro. For real.
Oh, man.
I try my hardest, man. When somebody says something crazy or something funny and I'm trying not to laugh, I just can't hide it.
Yeah, you see it all the time on camera with me.
The sociopath, not the goddamn. But I mean, sometimes I be in my own world, though.
Yeah, sometimes a joke over your head. But, sometimes it'd be like you're sitting in and it's actually funny, like it's hitting you like, damn.
Yeah.
You gotta laugh.
Well,
And then for me, what would make me laugh is when this nigga laugh.
Who pushed feminism?
Now, if you look at Walter is very unhappy with what's going on. He doesn't like what Myron is doing. But let's go further.
The fucking Gloria Steinem, etc. Who
Look
puts
at
homosexuality?
So we had to bleep out the obvious word, which was actually the Jews, but he's blaming the Jews for the LGBTQ. He's blaming the Jews for
Walter's like,
all the
bro,
other
shut
stuff. And then
up.
many of these companies are owned
Please.
by people who are at least sympathetic to the Jewish cause. So you're talking as an anti-Semite, like you're mocking the Jews, like wearing certain.
But I'm gonna say one thing to Walter before we get back. Walter, you can't win. You're sitting across the desk from him. It doesn't matter if you make these faces like you don't agree with him. You're still sitting across from him and you know that he's moving like that.
Yeah.
You got to separate yourself. You got to separate your brand altogether if you want to get monetized, bro. That's the only way. I know that's your dog, but that's the only way.
Which we can't show.
What?
And you do this all the time. And then
He not
if
gonna
YouTube
change.
remonetizes you,
So
they're gonna
got
get
to.
letters from, they're gonna get letters from the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, right? And so you guys have created a scenario. You never change your behavior. You continue to do stuff. Not only that, I mean, kicking women off, calling them the B words. People have fought on your live streams. You have
For
women
sure.
fighting on your live streams. People getting hit on your live streams, right? And that is something that's also dangerous for the
Yeah,
advertisers.
they had the clip with the guy
And
in
then
the
you have
gun.
these guys here that are still crying and
yeah, they
moaning
did.
and saying
Yeah.
that YouTube owes them something, when you just can't go around in life getting whatever you want and then think
Exactly.
that the world is going to go ahead and rock with you. It's no different than Anton Daniels when he was talking about the fact that, they attacked my daughter because she's light skinned, or Corey Holcomb situation with TMZ. Look, you got to take accountability for your behavior. Okay.
Exactly.
When you're dealing with other people's money, and that's
Yeah,
one of the
man.
reasons why Corey Holcomb is saying,
Shout out to you. We only got to go back down the Corey Holcomb path. O'Shea, I reacted to this video because you chose a different topic, sir. Okay? Anyways. Yeah, man. I like where he was heading before he brought up Corey. It's all about accountability. Men need to say, bro, this is my fault. Where was my fault in all of this? The moment you can take that responsibility, life gets so much easier, bro. Because you'll only control the things that you can control. You don't worry about the things you can't. Anyways, Raw?
Yeah, man. Boys, honestly, them boys just gotta move on.
Facts.
So I would give y'all some tips on how to flip it around, but hey, don't believe in your content.
Yeah.
Agree with it.
Yeah.
I can't give y'all
I wouldn't.
that downfall of fresh and fit.
The sad part is it didn't even occur to me to give y'all any tips. So that's how you know T-Rock got a kind heart. Well, y'all, great for y'all, man. This is the channel. We